are traveling across Europe. We're visiting our favorite dealers, and we're getting a chance to meet our customers, and we're getting a chance to just hear their stories, and if possible, listen to what they would like and what we can do better.
Innanzitutto ringrazio Sheldon, thank you Sheldon, per aver scelto Bassline come negozio. Noi conosciamo i bassi Dingwall da diversi anni e per noi è un piacere, un onore ospitare Sheldon in questa clinic dove presenterà dei nuovi modelli e vediamo cosa succede, vediamo cosa ci fa vedere.
Fanfret and multiscale are the same thing, and multiscale goes back as far as recorded human history. It's been used in harps since 3000 BC, and it wasn't until the 1980s that a person named Ralph Novak was trying to optimize the best parts of a Stratocaster and a Les Paul in one instrument, and so he created the first multiscale fan-fret guitar. And so by extending the lower strings, you brighten them up and you bring back the upper harmonics. You bring back the highs and balance them with the lows. It's almost like using mechanics to EQ the string. Not only do I think it's better, but I was willing to bet my company and either go out of business or succeed, but I wasn't going to build traditional fretted basses anymore. This is the only way for us.
This is the way.
Yeah, this is the way.
Solitamente quando i nostri customers entrano in negozio e vedono un basso multiscala, sono incuriositi, a volte anche un po' intimoriti, però una volta che li prendono in mano e li provano, passa tutto il timore ed è solo un piacere, diciamo. E spesso sono degli strumenti che vengono abbinati alla musica più metal o comunque una musica un po' più pesante, diciamo, ma in realtà poi si scoprono degli strumenti molto versatili per tantissimi generi e tipi di...
Our success in the heavier metal world has been accidental. We didn't pursue it. We just pursued better and better ways of making a bass because we were horribly uncool for a very long time. And so we thought, okay, if we just keep getting better, sooner or later people will understand us better and like us more, and we'll be more successful. And so our basses were adopted first by Nolly, and then all of a sudden a lot of metal bass players, especially the ones who were playing with 7 and 8 string guitars, where the bass and drop tuning, where the bass was forced way down into the frequency spectrum. Our bass was not designed for that, but it was capable of it and worked really well for them.
Stu M use Dingwall too, right?
He's using one right now, yeah.
Yeah. He verrà qui settimana prossima a fare una clinic, so he came here next week.
Oh, no way.
So.
He has the only set of EMG pickups designed for our basses.
Uh-huh.
He has the prototype set.
Wow, nice.
Yeah. We have a couple of different things that I feel are unique. One is we have a 4-position rotary pickup selector. Normally you'd use 2 volumes or you'd use a volume and a blend. Now, both of those come with potential problems. They are like taking your volume control and turning it down, because each control, either 2 volumes or a volume and a blend, which is actually 2 more volumes, load down the pickups. Whereas a switch doesn't. A switch allows all the signal to pass through it, and it gives you the options of creating humbucker tones with single coil pickups. And so very versatile, lots of options, plus the most volume and sustain and high frequencies that you can get. I had a very interesting experience in Mexico City. We did a clinic workshop down there, and it was sold out. Plus, there were people standing on the street watching from video monitors. And after it, had a chance to have maybe 100 people come and try the bass for like 1 minute each. And I sat there and I adjusted all the tone controls and the EQ for each player. It was crazy how different it was. And the better the technique of the player, the less EQ you needed. It was mind-blowing.
Per provare uno strumento, secondo me, soprattutto se sono strumenti attivi, partire da un'equalizzazione flat, quindi tutta dritta, senza usare l'EQ, diciamo. E poi spesso siamo noi che magari cerchiamo di far capire quali possono essere le potenzialità dello strumento, quindi far capire la tipologia dell'elettronica, nel caso di Ingol far sentire la diversità tra magari la serie parallelo dei pick-up, e spesso cerchiamo anche di capire che tipo di suono stanno cercando i clienti, quindi magari cercare di indirizzarli nel modo giusto e anche consigliarli qualche piccolo trucchetto, insomma.
Yeah, I believe that bass players are more open-minded to more advanced equipment. I believe that's because the bass player doesn't really get a chance to stand out and solo. Whereas guitar players are much more focused on technique, I think, and they have the opportunity to go out and show their chops a lot more than the bass player. And so therefore, it's more about the person with the guitar player, and with the bass player, it's more about how do I support the band, how do I support the music. And so the best tool for that is the best tool. If you look back, bass has changed radically in the last 10 years, but not just the instrument. Where the bass is in the music is way more upfront than it used to be. And all the equipment that's developed in the last 10 years to produce and reproduce bass, that's all improved. And so bass just continues to get more advanced. Man, you have a wonderful company here, GR. They manufacture carbon fiber cabinets. I saw one upstairs.
Yeah.
Can you imagine 10 years ago that much power for that much weight? It would have weighed 10 times as much.
No.
And so in our world, because we have a lot of really technically sophisticated players, to me, it's almost like reliving the 80s as a guitar player, where the chops these guys have are just mind-blowing. So it's really exciting. But on top of that, just to be part of a growing part of music is fantastic. I couldn't be happier. There's an Australian band. It's a drummer and 2 bass players. And
Wow.
you're asking about the future of music. These,
The perfect band.
yeah, they're amazing. Omnific. So the Omnific, they would be like 2 Steve Vais playing bass together, and with a
Wow.
drummer that is just like amazing. So yeah, super fun. Adam Nolly Getgood has done amazing things for making modern bass what it is today. And then leaping from that is Jacob Umansky. He brings in more Victor Wooten into that modern style of playing. I still really, really love Lee Sklar. He almost disappears into the music, and you have to pay attention to what he's playing because every note is so perfect that it doesn't stand out. It doesn't grab your attention. He's just a perfect bass player. And then for me, it completely changed my view on bass, or at least added to it, was Adam Clayton from U2. Getting a chance to see him live filled in the picture that I was missing of the bass as a supportive concrete structure that everything else was able to build on. And so the Edge couldn't be the Edge without someone like Adam playing and supporting him. And to me, it was like, oh my God, I get it now.
Di bassisti italiani ce ne sono un bel po' che stanno crescendo, soprattutto sui social. Un nostro amico, ad esempio Gabbe Costa, uno dei tanti che mi viene in mente. A livello di suono, secondo me, più che cercare di innovare, c'è quasi un ritornare alle origini, quindi non mollare quello che è stato il basso degli anni 60-70, che sono state poi, diciamo, le annate più importanti, ma continuare su quella strada. Spezzo anche una lancia a Victoria dei Maneskin, che tanto viene bistrattata e invece secondo me ci sta, il suo lo fa.
Thanks to all our friends and customers in Italy. My first time here, and it's been the most amazing experience. I cannot wait to come back.
Ciao a tutti amici di Accordo, mi raccomando seguiteci e viva i bassisti.